magic. My ultimate is classic. Now I ain't reinvent the wheel. I simply put some spinners on.
Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. The Grizzlies come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
It's the Western Conference Finals. The battle now goes to Game 2. Thank you for joining us for this playoff edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sideline. Now, look at Memphis's starting group. We've got Person, Antetokounmpo out there with Russell. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Price in at the 1. And for the Timberwolves, Lucas is out there with Hill. Then it's Iverson. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Edwards in at the 2 spot. You look at the Timberwolves. After losing Game 1 here on their home court, Greg, I sense an air of desperation.
No doubt. You have to treat this like a Game 7. You can't afford to head out on the road down 2-0. Early as it may be, they already find themselves in a must-win situation.
Now Edwards, following the three-point attempt by Mark Price. Pass to Chamberlain. Shoots over Price. Chamberlain, no good. Price with it. Outside, Russell. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. And Coach remarked, handle? Can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clogged lanes, but really all we can do is pray a shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
Thank you, David. And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Clock is at 3. Here's Edwards. Money from the wing.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
Price, the pass to Russell. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And here is Iverson. Out to the wing. Pass to Hill. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Giannis outside. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hill against Person. Hill. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Outside DeRozan. Here's Giannis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
A superstar, an MVP, a champion, but best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
Now here is Hill. He's got 5. Outside Edwards. Pass to Hill. Iverson up top. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Person. Price outside. Here's Person. And here is Antetokounmpo. He's guarded by Hill. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Russell, a screen on it. And here's Price from beyond the arc. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact activity on the boards.
Here's Iverson. Grizzlies making the shot. Chamberlain with a screen on Price. Iverson, no good. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Pulls it up. No good from Price. Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Now here's Iverson. He has yet to score. And there's Grant Hill on the assist by Iverson.
Man, he just sees everything on the floor. Nice vision from Iverson to find the open man.
Screened by Russell. Price against Iverson. Price kicks to DeRozan. Hill pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. Minnesota shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. 1 shot.
And Edwards, no good on that one.
Well, you can tell this team looks to Anthony Edwards to set the tone on the floor. His intensity becomes their intensity. And let me tell you, his intensity is always high.
Pass to Lucas. Back to Iverson. The kick out to Hill, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. And you look at Russell, a great player, 2nd in the league.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Price against Iverson.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Price. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
Now, here is Hill. 7 points in the game. Good work there as it goes. Hill's got 9 points. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside DeRozan. Nice with a screen for DeRozan. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Five to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
first one falls. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Minnesota. Richardson comes in for Edwards. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Ginobili's checked in. Both free throws good for Giannis. Minnesota in the lead. Richardson the pass to Aldridge. Hill with it. Now guarded by Price. Aldridge, no luck.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Russell dishes to Ginobili. That's to Giannis. Price outside. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see. Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
Richardson attacking. Price with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. A wide open look here for DeRozan. Off target from outside. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Going inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the speed of Iverson is so difficult to keep up with. When he's driving, you're sometimes forced to foul.
Free throw good. Iverson. And Beer's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Grizzlies also making a change. Ibaka's checked in. And both free throws good for Iverson.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Ginobili outside. On the wing, DeRozan. He's guarded by Hill. Pass to Ginobili. DeRozan inside. Van Beer on him. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And that one misses.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Now, here's Richardson. Still yet to score. Like at 6. Aldridge against Ibaka. Aldridge, no luck. Memphis leading. On the wing, DeRozan. He's guarded by Hill, and it's DeRozan missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Iverson outside. Richardson outside. Van Beer with a screen on Price. Richardson, no luck.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
They get it again. Ginobili finds Price. Outside DeRozan. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
All right, this is coming off the court. Come on, get back for your Timberwolves.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Iverson outside. Aldridge with a screen on Ginobili. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. One on Ginobili.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Iverson. And here's Bryce. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They'd like to continue the success they had on Friday night here.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Richardson the bounce pass. Ginobili against Iverson. And it's sent back by Russell. They recover it. And that one, good. Memphis has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Ginobili against Iverson. Ginobili gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Richardson the pass to Iverson. Lambier kicks to Richardson. The kick out to Hill. 6 to shoot. And a dunk by Aldridge.
And I like whenever Aldridge uses his length on offense, especially when he goes up after the alley-oop.
Now DeRozan. Out to Price. Ibaka with a screen on Richardson. For 3, Price. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Rosen dishes to Price. Bill Lambier with the rebound.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
And that one's good, Iverson.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's DeRozan after the made shot from Allen Iverson. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
Ginobili against Iverson. Floats one up. Rejected by Ginobili. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
Substitution on court.
And so on to Antetokounmpo looking over it. That shot is off. Nice D from Aldridge. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Good D by Giannis. Pass to Ginobili. Sinks the three-pointer. Ginobili's got 5.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And that does it for the first quarter. Memphis out in front, up by 4. From Target Center, back in a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
Timberwolves trail by 4. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Richardson is out there with Ellis. Then there's Prince. And it's Chamberlain in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here is Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Imposing his will on the interior. LaMarcus taking the contact and finishing through the play.
Here's Giannis. Rebound, Minnesota. Chamberlain got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ellis finds Aldridge. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Back to Richardson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Chamberlain with the block. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And stolen by Richardson. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Şengün. Chamberlain, no good. Memphis leading. Loads it up for Giannis. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Person's checked in for Memphis. Here's Person. Still without a basket. Here's Ginobili. Up and in on the layup. Ginobili's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
And the touch from Ginobili. So clever and confident on the interior.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Chamberlain. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
How about
about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Giannis with it. He has 5. Elbow shot is on the way. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Giannis has got 7 points.
And when Giannis is hitting that midi, best of luck. He truly becomes unguardable.
Edwards against Person. Edwards can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Person, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
And look at how well Aldridge utilizes his size, reaching out and just batting away the shot.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones, and now their defense is in overdrive.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Oh, good defense by the big man Aldridge. Love seeing him hustle on this end like that.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Chamberlain. Edwards looking it over. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
How about the body control and just the sheer athletic prowess of Chamberlain on that one?
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here is Ginobili. 7 points in the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Minnesota with the rebound. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over in the corner, Edwards. Chamberlain a screen. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Richardson with a screen for Edwards. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. For highlight reel stuff from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Here's Edwards. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
I love the advantage he has from his speed that does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Şengün passes to Archibald. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Known as a terrific passer at his position, Şengün excels at finding the open man.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Hill's checked in. The Grizzlies also making a change. DeRozan's checked in.
Find the lane. One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
Yeah, and nobody represents the little guy in the NBA better than Nate Tiny Archibald. But forget about the nickname and understand that Tiny plays a big role on any team he's a part of. And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
The Timberwolves have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. free throw drops for Hill.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
Both free throws good from Hill. Here's Giannis. He's got 11. They can't stop Giannis.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Now here's Richardson. No scoring in this one. Softly drops in the floater.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Outside DeRozan. In space. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Aldridge, the pass to Chamberlain. Edwards with it. He's covered by Ginobili. Edwards can't hit. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Memphis. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Here's Archibald. Richardson covered. Screen by Giannis. Archibald with the bucket. Archibald's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Some changes here for the Timberwolves. And here's checked in for Chamberlain. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for Richardson. Against DeRozan. It's back to Hill. Pass to Edwards. To the paint. From 7. Here's Lambier. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And one of the game's premier agitators. Lambier can bait the foul call as well as anyone.
The Timberwolves put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And the first one at the line is good. And so Lambier nails both of them.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Pass to Şengün. You can't get that one. Nice D from Lambier. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Hill up top. DeRozan defending. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And Hill able to stretch the floor, making it tough on defenses to guard him.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop, never a bad idea.
And Hill no good on that one. Memphis trailing here. Ginobili outside. Pass to DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Adding to his long list of highlight reel finishes, DeRozan still exciting to watch.
And here is Aldridge. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Aldridge.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Pass to Şengün. DeRozan in the corner. Fires from 14. That one good for 2. DeRozan's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards loves it in there.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Pass to DeRozan. Ginobili outside. Şengün with the screen for Ginobili. A three-pointer, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Iverson dishes to Lambier. Outside Hill. Six on the shot clock, and it's blocked by Şengün.
Using that length, Şengün timing the block.
And that one's good. Price. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Back to Iverson. There's the three. That shot, no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Şengün, the bounce pass. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside Hill. And there's the call on Ginobili. And that'll be his third foul so far. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
Minnesota making some changes. Chamberlain comes in for Bill Lambier. And Lucas subbed in for Aldridge. Iverson outside. The shot falls for only his second bucket, 2 for 9.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the three ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguarded.
Outside DeRozan. Lobs it up for Ibaka and stolen by Chamberlain. Here's Hill. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. 15 points for Hill.
And making it look easy right now. When Hill finds his rhythm, well, he keeps in attack mode.
DeRozan passes to Archibald. DeRozan a screen on Iverson. The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Russell, he's checked in for Memphis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Price. Good on both.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and getting himself to the line.
Edwards passes to Lucas. Pick up by Hill. Lucas kicks to Iverson. Just 5 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. On the wing, DeRozan. Pass to Archibald. Back to Russell. Now DeRozan. Russell sets a screen for DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. DeRozan's got 10.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Iverson left side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And not the same rhythm or approach that he had in the first quarter when he was taking it straight to the teeth of the D and really creating contact. Like to see him get back to that here in this quarter.
And he makes the first. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Rice is checked in. And he can't hit the second. Memphis has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Lucas. And he sinks the second. We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Hill. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Hill against Person. Pass to Price. Person kicks to Russell. Now here's Giannis. And he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
These are return sessions from the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Jump ball. They're taking about the shot.
Welcome in, everybody. Game 2, and it's looking pretty good right now for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and then not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We're back at the Western Conference Finals. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Yeah, kind of what you expect from a guy of his caliber. Don't be surprised if his second half is just as good.
So it's the Timberwolves now. It's a 5-point game. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Person is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Price. And it's Russell. And at the 5, down low. Here's Edwards. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Edwards got 13 points.
And when you watch Edwards, expect him to get his. A prolific scorer.
Pass to Person. Giannis right side. Rebound Minnesota. Hill looking around. Now Lucas covered by Giannis. And here is Iverson. It's Edwards on the wing. Over to DeRozan. Edwards can't hit. Memphis leading by 3. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Chamberlain. And that foul is called on Grant Hill. That's his first foul. First team foul. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis whips it down.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Outside Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's the 3. Edwards with another miss. And here's Bryce. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Antetokounmpo to the right side. Person, the pass to Giannis. It's a floater. Here's DeRozan. Lucas with the rebound.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Bounce pass, Bryce. Person, the pass to DeRozan. Outside, Russell. Giannis outside. Three-pointers off the mark.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Pass to Chamberlain. They double-team Chamberlain. Here's Hill. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Bryce outside. Here's Person. DeRozan in the corner. Shot clock at 6.
DeRozan drawing a lot of attention now.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. First free throw is good.
Well, I like that DeRozan's one of those guys who can take over a game by himself or be the orchestrator. He adapts to whatever the defense is showing.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 6. Fades back. And there's Grant Hill on the assist by Iverson. Iverson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to DeRozan. Over in the corner. Antetokounmpo. Here's Person. Good on the triple. Person's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Pass to Lucas. Shoots over DeRozan. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Lucas. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Person. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Rebound by Grant Hill. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Hits it from three-point range.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Screen by Russell. And here's Price from beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Price has got 11 points.
And with Price, you not only get the range, you get the consistency. One of the league's most accurate shooters.
Back to Iverson. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 5th assist in this one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Price. Oh, Russell in position. And stolen by Chamberlain. Here's Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
On the wing, he's guarded by Hill. And Russell gets it to go.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
To the inside. Here's Chamberlain. And that one drops for him. He's got 6.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Outside, Russell. DeRozan against Edwards. Here's Person. 6 points for him. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Outside, Edwards. DeRozan against Lucas. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to DeRozan. Knocked away. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Grant Hill picks one up.
Such a tricky cover. DeRozan baits the defender and makes him pay for it.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
That's good from DeRozan. Richardson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Ginobili's checked in for Memphis. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Timberwolves trail by 7. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Richardson dishes to Lucas. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Iverson. Chamberlain down low. He's guarded by Russell. Chamberlain's shot is off.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Ginobili with the ball. Russell a screen on Iverson. 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. Back to Price. Screen by Russell. Fires for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Outside Hill. Inside. Here's Chamberlain. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 6th assist on the night.
But here's the problem. Now, no one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
And DeRozan kicks to Giannis. The offensive rebound. And he gets it to go. Russell's got 10 points in the game.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Richardson finds Hill. Lucas a screen on DeRozan. Hill drives in. Over to Rosen. Chamberlain down low. Russell's there. Here's Iverson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Iverson. Memphis leading by 5. Now, Antetokounmpo. 20 points for him. Chamberlain with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And so here's Memphis. 6 to shoot. Ginobili attacking. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Ginobili's got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Iverson. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And Iverson constantly driving to the basket, using that speed and athleticism to kind of wheel his way to the rim.
There's the lob, and the setup, and the slam by Giannis.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Pass to Lucas. Chamberlain with it. He's got 8. Back to Lucas. And Richardson now atop the key. Chamberlain with a screen on Price. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Antetokounmpo with the block.
And there's the length of Giannis. Bad idea to even attempt to get that shot over.
Aldridge, he's checked in for Minnesota. Ellis comes in for Hill. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Memphis leading by 7. And here's Giannis. 22 points for him. Ellis outside. Chamberlain down low. A 3-ball. And Ellis the bucket on the assist by Chamberlain. Ellis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 1:51 left in the third. Bounce pass Antetokounmpo. Şengün, and the layup is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Price against Iverson. The teardrop falls in. Iverson's got 11 in the second half.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. Doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
For 3, Price. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Richardson the pass to Iverson. And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Richardson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Price kicks to Giannis. Giannis dunks it down.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
From Team Iverson. Drills the three-pointer. Iverson's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Timberwolves. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Archibald. He's got 7. Now, here's Şengün. Pass to Price. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Ellis for 3. Can't get the 3 to fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. Back right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Memphis leading by 3. They've got Richardson. Hill out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Lambeer. And it's Edwards in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Work in progress for the big man. When Şengün is hitting from the outside, this offense becomes dangerous.
Now Richardson. Good. Nice job down low.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Şengün. Up 3 off the mark. And so he'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now Lambeer. Richardson kicks to Edwards. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, right there, Edwards uses the screen to create the space he needs.
Outside DeRozan. Right wing. Here's Archibald. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And so he makes both from the line.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Aldridge dishes to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Archibald. Şengün with the screen on Richardson. Lambeer with the steal. The drive by Hill. Richardson outside. It's Edwards on the wing. And finished off by Edwards.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
Outside DeRozan. Pass to Ginobili. Fires the three. And Lambeer pulls it down. Timberwolves have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Ginobili.
He's built like a linebacker, Edwards is. So tough to stop.
At the line for 2, Anthony.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And Memphis making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. And Edwards drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's DeRozan, and it's sent back by Hill. Here he goes. Kicks it out to Richardson. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Minnesota making a switch. Lucas is checked in. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Russell's checked in. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Russell sets a screen for DeRozan. Got a piece of it. Pass to Archibald. Russell a screen on Richardson. Here's Archibald. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Archibald's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
It's Ginobili on the wing. Over Richardson. Rebound, Minnesota. Aldridge has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Person the pass to Archibald. Person gets to DeRozan. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and DeRozan, one of the game's more powerful wings, scoring through the foul.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Chamberlain's checked in for Hill. And Allen Iverson subbed in for Richardson.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Iverson with the ball. It's Edwards on the wing. DeRozan defending. Fades away. And right through it goes. Edwards got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your stars.
The three. Person with the bucket.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Price against Iverson. Here's Aldridge. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
A mid-range master. Give Aldridge the ball in this area and just let him do his thing.
Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Pass to Lucas. Back to Iverson. And it's sent back by Russell. Antetokounmpo against Iverson. Giannis outside. They get a hand on it. Iverson against Price. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops. Ellis is checked in for Edwards. And both free throws good for Iverson. Memphis has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Iverson outside. And it's sent back by Russell. Ginobili gets to Antetokounmpo. Outside Russell. Over in the corner, Price. Pass to Archibald. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doesn't go that time. Iverson with some nice D. Lucas with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Now here's Iverson. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Iverson's got 5 points in the quarter.
A volume shooter. Iverson stays aggressive on offense, whether he's hot or cold. And right now, he's on fire.
We've got a timeout call by Taylor Jenkins. He knows every possession is critical now. making some changes here for the Timberwolves. Hill comes in for Aldridge. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Ellis. And Memphis making a change here. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's DeRozan. Edwards with the block.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is disengaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Out to Price. Puts up a three. It's good from long range. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that corner.
Lucas against Giannis. From 10 feet out, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
From Team Iverson. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Powers through inside, Giannis.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Iverson against Price. Iverson dishes to Hill. Edwards against DeRozan. Launches a 3. Edwards, no good.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been...
Antetokounmpo with a clever move.
Oh, my. That is freakish skill from Giannis.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Lucas a screen on Price. Iverson passes to Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Giannis right side. Back to Price. Outside, out of the Antetokounmpo. Pocket 6. Shoots over Lucas. Antetokounmpo, no good. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Price outside. It's tipped. Giannis kicks to Price. Outside DeRozan. To the paint. Russell inside. Guarded by Chamberlain. 1:52 left to play in the final quarter. Edwards, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, DeRozan is so experienced, and he knows how to get that contact near the rim and get to the line.
The first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Iverson. He trains the quick shot. Iverson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
In the mid-range, Iverson can be so dangerous. He's just so skilled at making those shots.
Here's Giannis. Second chance shot. Here's Russell. The dunk and the foul. Powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Will Chamberlain picks one up.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the win, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Free throw, no good for Russell. Timberwolves trail by 8. And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so Giannis will bring it up for Memphis. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Down low. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Giannis. 16 points for the General.
And that's just about going to wrap it up for game number 2. Lots of exciting moments out there. Big-time NBA play, and in the end, victory for Memphis.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And they're going to build on their win in Game 1 with another strong performance here tonight to take a 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, and if this game is any indication, these conference finals are looking like it may be a mismatch. If they continue to play even close to the level they have tonight, they'll be booking themselves a spot in the NBA Finals.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
He's perfect from the line this time. There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Price. Antetokounmpo finds DeRozan. Six on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. Pulls in another board. He hauls in his 20 and rebounds again.
And he seems like he's grabbing every rebound out there.
That last one ties him for most in a playoff game in this organization's history. No good from outside. And here's Hill for 3. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And the Timberwolves call timeout. They're trailing by 7. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Hey fans, who wants to bring pizza? Make some noise!
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And that's an intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
2 shots. Price.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Giannis, a dominant performance. What is the level that this team is playing at?
It's amazing, man. I think the whole group, the whole team played hard. The whole team was ready. Everybody stepped up. And, you know, this is what makes the average team from a great team or a good team.
I know you guys are looking for great and not good. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.